Hello, my name is Chrissy and welcome to my Garden Side Quest. It is February here in the Midwest. We are in zone 6A and it is time to start thinking about the summer garden. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about seeds and how I organize my seeds. So the first question someone might have is, why bother starting from seeds? I have been gardening now for about 15 years, and I used to buy plants at plant stores. Lowe's, Home Depot, Allen's Landscaping, and they were very expensive. Not only were they expensive, but I was interested in trying to grow varieties that weren't necessarily sold in those retail places. So I looked online and I found that you can buy seeds of unique varieties such as the little bitty snacking peppers and purple peppers and things that you just couldn't find the plants for locally. So in 2023, I started buying seeds. When I first started buying seeds, I purchased seeds from online retailers such as Pine Tree, Seeds and Such, Baker's Creek, My Gardener, and of course all of the local stores that would have end caps of seeds, and I would just impulsively buy them. I would buy the same variety of seeds from multiple different vendors. So for example, tomato Amish paste, I would buy it from 3 different vendors because in my head I thought that some of them wouldn't germinate and that one vendor would be better than another. Since then, what I've discovered is that all seeds pretty much that I buy from the different vendors all germinate without any problems. So I have since stopped buying the same variety from multiple vendors, and I just kind of stick with whatever vendor is having a sale. I'll buy seeds from them. How do I organize my seeds? So I organize my seeds using these photo storage boxes. These can easily be bought on Amazon, or you could buy them at Michael's craft store. The great thing about Michael's is they regularly go on sale for like 40% off, and you could find them for like 10 bucks. Inside this storage box, there are 16 individual small boxes. These small boxes are designed to hold 4x6 photos, but seed packets fit perfectly inside of them. Each one of these little boxes hold many seed packets. The way I organize my seeds is by crop. And then within each one of the boxes, I divide them up by type of plant and then the variety in alphabetical order. Yes, I'm a little bit crazy. And then I also organize them the same way on my wonderful spreadsheet that I keep that we'll make another video about some other time. So one example that I could show you of how I organize is looking at my tomato plants. So these are my tomato seeds. One box is for determinate tomato seeds and the other one is for indeterminate tomato seeds. When we open up the box, this is a determinate box. I have the seeds sorted and organized by type and then variety. So this starts off with my cherry tomatoes, and then my paste tomatoes, and then finally my other types of tomatoes, so like the slicers. And then I have them in alphabetical order by type so that I can easily find the seeds that I'm looking for. These boxes are incredibly handy for taking outside in the garden when you need to direct sow. So instead of having to take a big old box out, I could just take one small little box out, plant the seeds that I need to sow, and then bring the box back in and put it inside the organizer. A couple of tips that I have for organization is you can tell that I do not use a label maker, even though I am very well organized and like things neat. What I use for my labeling is just a simple Sharpie marker. I write on here, and then if I decide I want to change something or organize something differently, one neat trick is you can use an Expo marker and scribble over the Sharpie and then just use a paper towel to wipe it off, and it will erase completely, and then you could rewrite with the Sharpie. So that's just a little tip I could share with you. Another good tip for seeds is a lot of these seed companies, when you open the packaging, there's very little stickiness left, and it's hard to seal them back up again. And then your seeds fall out all over. So one tip that I have is when I open my seeds and then I'm done using them, I just use a little bit of masking tape to close up the seed packet. That way it stays sealed so you don't lose seed, but when you're ready to use it again, it just very easily peels up and doesn't rip your envelope. So that's just a little tip right there. Thanks for joining me on my side quest today, talking about seed organization. Join me next time as we plant seeds.